Hello friends, welcome to next lecture in kinematics of machine. So this is the third subject video lecture series in our YouTube channel Mechanical Engineering Tutorials. So in today's video lecture we'll be seeing what is a kinematic chain and what are types of kinematic chain. So please stay tuned with this video lecture and please like our Facebook page Mechanical Engineering Tutorials and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Before that, also please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So friends, let us see what is kinematic chain and also the types of kinematic chain. So here we come across three types of kinematic chain. So in this video lecture we shall see in detail what are these three types of kinematic chains. So the technical definition of kinematic chain is combination of kinematic pairs joined in such a way that the relative motion between them is completely constrained. So I've already seen what are kinematic pairs. So you can refer to the YouTube iCard which will be displayed in top right corner about the lecture on kinematic pairs. So when these kinematic pairs are joined such that there is no relative motion between the kinematic pairs, but if you see in kinematic pairs there will be relative motion between the links. But when you arrange those kinematic pairs in such a way that there is no relative motion or the relative motion between the kinematic pairs is completely constrained. So such type of combination of kinematic pairs, we call it as a kinematic chain. For example, the crankshaft of an engine forms a kinematic pair with the bearing which are fixed in a pair. So this is the first pair. The connecting rod with the crank forms the second kinematic pair. The piston with the connecting rod forms the third kinematic pair, and the piston with the cylinder forms the fourth kinematic pair. So the total combination of these links is a kinematic chain such that there is no relative motion between these kinematic pairs. Now, two equations for lower pairs are available to determine whether the assembly of links and pairs forms the kinematic chain or not, and they are, so L is equal to 2p minus 4. So this is one equation. Then we have L is equal to 2 by 3 into j plus 2. So this is second equation. Now a given combination of links or kinematic pairs is a kinematic chain if it satisfies both the equation 1 as well as equation 2. So equation 1 and equation 2 are represented in terms of number of links denoted by L, number of pairs, that is kinematic pairs, denoted as P, and number of joints denoted by J. So first let us see what is a joint. A joint is that point where two links form together to form a kinematic pair, and kinematic pair is two combination of links which have relative motion between them. So a kinematic pair is always present at a joint. So number of kinematic pairs will be equal to number of joints. So let us see here with some examples. So I'll take a system or combination of links which are 3 in number. So this is link number 1, 2, 3. So we have one joint of link number 1 and 2, that is joint A, joint of link number 2 and 3, that is joint B, and link number joint number over here C is the joint of link 3 and 1. Now we have number of links is equal to 3, number of joints is equal to 3, and we'll see the number of kinematic pairs. So kinematic pair formed by link number 1 and 2 is at A, so this is 1. Then kinematic pair formed by link number 2 and 3 is at B, and kinematic pair formed by link 3 and 1 is at C. So number of kinematic pairs will be 3. So let us substitute these values in this equation. So for equation number 1, LHS will be 3 and 2 into P will be 3 minus 4. So this comes to somewhere, when you calculate, it comes to 2. But if you see 3 is not equal to 2, so first equation is not satisfied. Now let us check whether this satisfies the second equation or no. So again we'll substitute these values. LHS will be 3 in equation number 2. Then 2 by 3, J is 3 plus 2. This comes to 10 by 3. Again 3 is not equal to 10 by 3. So second equation is also not satisfied. So this arrangement of links and kinematic pairs will not be a kinematic chain because either equation 2 or equation 1 is not satisfied. Now let us see with 4 links mechanism or arrangement. So I have 4 link system. So this is link number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 will be at joint A, 2 and 3 will be at joint B, 3 and 4 will be at joint C, 4 and 1 will be at joint D. So we have L is equal to 4 and J is equal to 4. Now let us see number of kinematic pairs. So kinematic pair formed by link number 1 and 2 is at A. This is first pair. Similarly, kinematic pair of link 2 and 3 is at joint B. This is second kinematic pair. Then the kinematic pair formed by link 3 and 4 is at joint C. So this is third kinematic pair, and kinematic pair formed by link number 4 and 1 is at joint D. So this is fourth kinematic pair. So we have 4 kinematics pairs. Now we shall substitute these values in equations. So I'll write down that equation once again. So first equation is L is equal to 2p minus 4. So your LHS will be 4. So 2 into p value is 4. So I substitute 4 minus 4. So 4 will be equal to 4. So this is first equation is satisfied. Now let us check for the second equation, that is L is equal to 2 by 3 into j plus 2. So here LHS will be 4. RHS will be 2 by 3. J I substitute as 4 plus 2. So again this becomes 4. So 4 is equal to 4 and second equation is also satisfied. So here when both the equations are satisfied, we can say that this combination of links is a kinematic chain. So now we shall see what are types of kinematic chains. So there are 3 types of kinematic chains. We have 4-bar chain, slider crank chain and double slider crank chain. So 4-bar chain is this type of arrangement where you have one link which is fixed. The second link, third link and fourth link are arranged in such that they form a 4-bar mechanism. So rotation of this link will make this link to oscillate. So this is about 4-bar chain. So I'll put the link in the description below to see the GIF of this 4-bar linkage, how this 4-bar linkage functions. The second kinematic chain is the slider crank chain. So here we have the crank and the connecting rod connected to the piston, which is also called as a slider, which slides in the cylinder. So cylinder is fixed, so we say that it is fixed link 1. Similarly, this crank is connected at a fixed link 1 here, or it is pivoted at link 1. So link number 2 is crank and link number 3 is connecting rod and link number 4 is our slider. So as link number 2 rotates, there will be sliding motion within the slider. So this is about the slider crank chain. So also I'll put the link in the description below for the functioning or GIF image of slider crank mechanism, so you can have a look at it. Next is double slider crank chain. So here we will be having 2 cylinders and 2 sliders, and that sliders will be transmitting the motion. Say for example we have the elliptical trammel which have 2 perpendicular slots, and in slot 1 you have one slider and slot 2 you have the second slider, and the motion of these sliders will make this link which is extended to draw an ellipse. So this is all called as double slider crank chain. Even the working of this elliptical trammel, I'll put the link in the description below, so you can just have a look at it, how the elliptical trammel functions. So friends, this is about the kinematic chain. I hope you have liked this lecture and you have understood this lecture. So if you have any doubts, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description below. Thank you very much, friends.